Castellanos, who has become a Lothario of some kind as of late. I mean, he is a rather handsome man. Wouldn't you say, Brittany Howland? Don't deny reality. There's no use in denying reality.
I'm not denying reality. I'm completely...
You think he's handsome, don't you, Kirby?
Absolutely.
Oh my goodness. Don't feed into Brad, Kirby. But look at that. There's no smoking in here.
Look, when you're Max Castellanos, you can do whatever the hell you want, okay? If you look like that, come on now. Max Castellanos, accompanied by some very beautiful women here, as is no surprise to any of us as he gets ready for this six-man tag team action. Make his return to reality of wrestling after Last Stand, and although he put on a very impressive effort, he came up short in that contest. And tonight he is competing alongside Max Castellanos. What have you thought of the Texas Terminator, Kirby, since we've seen him again?
He looks a lot more jacked than when we last saw him, and that just goes to show that he was putting in the work in his time off as he's looking to not only maybe capture Texas Gold again, but maybe a Reality of Wrestling championship across his waist.
Max Castellanos is even impressed by what he sees.
Well, of course he's impressed. Jay Alexander is a phenomenal athlete. I mean, you don't even just have to see the muscles, his skills in the ring as well. And I'm actually low-key scared about these two pairing up together and what they could possibly do.
Well, if you think that the two of them are intimidating enough, wait till you meet their tag team partner here tonight. Try, but she cannot do it justice. Coming in right now, undefeated, unstoppable, undeniable. Pretty soon he will be undisputed. He is Dexx the Line Dixon.
Do you have a pass with ring announcing?
You know, yeah, I do.
Just a little bit? A little bit. Phenomenal job you did there.
You should know that, Kirby.
The Dexx Factor.
But now these three are going to be meeting a team of the future here for Reality of Wrestling.
And their opponents. The team of
They've thrown this term around. The Dream Team, you've heard of that before.
A little bit.
Well, I don't know if this is the Dream Team or the all-rookie NBA class, because these three men have been so impressive individually early on in their Reality of Wrestling careers. Josiah John, Terron, Beckham, and Quentin.
Quentin Wynters here, joining Terron, Beckham, and Josiah John. You're right, Brad. Putting these three together, I said that they're going to be the future of Reality of Wrestling, and I feel like right now we're just going to get a snapshot in 2024, as these three could very well be champions either heading into the end of the year or maybe even 2025.
I mean, I feel at this point we may have to get a 6-man tags championships over here at Reality of Wrestling. This is looking good.
That sounds silly. But as we get back to the action here in the ring, wait a minute.
Oh, look at this.
Wait a minute. These men.
A lot of egos here.
Well, we saw the interaction earlier tonight when they had in the back. And Andrew Jackson, our executive manager, set this match up. This is 6-man tag. It's one fall to a finish.
Looks like Quentin Wynters is getting it started.
It's against Dexx. It's against Dexx, the Line, Dixon, and Quentin Wynters. Now let's talk about Q for a second here, because Q came in impressive in the Last Stand Rumble. He actually eliminated the legend himself, the YouTuber extraordinaire Maven.
It was like almost like I was watching the Royal Rumble from years ago, where Maven eliminated The Undertaker. Now he got a taste of his own medicine years later as the upstart Quentin Wynters.
Oh, and look at this. This was what I was already worried about. Well, I was worried about this. Dixon getting in the head of Terron Beckham here. Terron's going to have to focus when it comes to oh my goodness, and now Jay. Like I said, Terron's going to have to focus with his team and not focus solely on Dexx.
Now let's look at this here really quick, Brittany. Terron Beckham asked to get tagged in. Jay Alexander tagged himself in. So that right there tells me that one team is on the same page, whereas the other are here just for themselves.
Well, we'll see out about that.
Oh my God.
Maybe Jay's regretting tagging himself in there.
Well, side headlock here from Terron Beckham, who backs into a corner blind tag from Josiah Jean. Oh.
The Rocket here. Now he's meeting a former Texas champion here in the form of the Texas Terminator. And I think this is actually the first time that these two have been across the ring from each other.
It may be the first time they've been in the ring against each other, but you know that Jay Alexander and Josiah John have both studied each other.
Huge super kick. Quentin Wynters in here. A drop kick, picture perfect. I didn't see a tag there. Was there a tag?
There was a tag.
Okay, look, that's how quick they are. I missed it. Y'all saw it.
But we just have better vision than you, Brad.
But look at that, ref making sure that Max stays in his corner.
Jay Alexander right now taking control once again. As you can see him right here, just starting to batter here at Quentin Wynters, landing shot after shot. Now Jay Alexander has been out for almost a year here at Reality of Wrestling and then making a shocking return at the Last Stand. Do you foresee maybe this run being a little bit different, Brittany?
Maybe a little bit different, but right now he's trying to get the advantage and showcase himself, but I'm surprised. As you said, he tagged in himself into this match, but he actually tagged in Max, showing that he may have a little bit of respect for Castellanos.
Two former Texas champions, which Dexx, the Line, Dixon is not. So maybe that's where that respect comes from. Right there, as Max Castellanos able to get back up to his feet.
Max Castellanos has come in to Reality of Wrestling as of late. Just a complete boss. Do you know what I mean? Like, he carries himself like a boss. He feels like a boss.
I mean, he brings his own fans.
I don't know if those are fans. I mean, I'm a fan of them, if I'm being honest.
You would.
I got eyes, Brittany.
That's
the Line, Dixon.
The athleticism on full display.
What shot out? That was, I think his spirit just shot out of him.
That's that college football background of Dexx, the Line, Dixon, coming in like a full house on fire, trying to stop somebody at 4th and 1. Right.
Oh my God.
Takes off the head of Quentin Wynters. Quentin Wynters, the least experienced competitor in this contest. Looking for a tag. This would be the optimal time to try to get out of the way of the Texas Terminator.
And as you said, least experienced, but extremely inexperienced when it comes to tag team action here. And in the wrong corner.
Well, this makes actually the first tag team match. Oh my God. I heard you, Max. This is the first tag team match in Quentin Wynters or Terron Beckham's career. Covering one, two. kick out right at 2, maybe even a little bit before. You see the fight there of Quentin Wynters. But he also continues to reach that right hand out like he's looking for a tag. Max Castellanos taking time to jaw jack.
Quentin's been in there quite some time.
And look at Castellanos. He was making sure to mock the corner of Quentin Wynters, saying, get a tag, get a tag. But that may have created the opening for Wynters. You saw him
he's in the wrong corner. He needs to get the hell out of there. Looking for a tag. Max Castellanos not allowing it. Now here's an interesting fact. Both Josiah and Quentin Wynters have collegiate basketball experience, as Dexx the Line Dixon and Terron Beckham have college football experience. Both played in team sports, obviously, so the team dynamic is not as foreign to them as you think.
Look at that!
Shoulder block from Terron Beckham.
Massive shoulders of Terron.
Max spear.
He just got folded in half.
Cover 1, 2. Dexx was there, but Terron took too long. Terron Beckham took too long to go for that cover.
And here we go.
This is the match we've been waiting for. Terron, a big spear to Dexx. Dexx getting the hell out of there.
Oh, but look at that.
And a bicycle kick, and Terron had the wherewithal to get a tag in. Josiah. This could be the moment. Josiah.
Shot to the midsection.
Oh my goodness.
Wait a minute. One of the women with Max Castellanos. Cover here. 1, 2, 3, and that's it. Castellanos gets the victory with help from one of his lovely ladies.
Winner, a team of Dixon, Alexander, and Max Castellanos.
Brad, what was that? That was ridiculous. That's not how you win a match here.
Kirby, I mean, do you have anything to say to that?
I don't agree with the victory, but Max Castellanos definitely going to celebrate here today, as he's already putting his jacket back on. He's going to go celebrate.
Are you going to go celebrate with him, Kirby?
I don't think I am. But we're getting things started here as Max Castellanos just put on the shades.
And look, taking a bit of a smoke break is Max Castellanos.
Don't try this at home, kids.
An impressive victory for Max Castellanos, Dexx the Line Dixon, and the Texas Terminator. Still to come, Promise Braxton is back in action for her first time since coming back from Japan. Don't go anywhere. This is the front row of professional wrestling.
I'm Emily May, standing by with LadyBird, Monica Monroe, who's facing Promise Braxton. How are you feeling about this matchup?
I'm excited. Promise is a tough competitor. I mean, after all, she is Booker T's chosen one. She's a 2-time Women's Diamond Division champion. I'm excited, Emily. This is going to be a great match.
Well, what can you say to Promise Braxton, and what's your strategy heading into this match?
You know, Promise, my record here isn't great. I mean, we can't lie about that. But there is one thing about LadyBird, is I don't quit, I don't give up. And no one soars higher than LadyBird.
The following contest is a 2-out-of-3 falls match. Introducing first, from Skipperville, Alabama, is the outside submission specialist,
Clay Roberts not only asked for this matchup against international superstar Shaukat, he asked to make it a 2-out-of-3 false matchup, Brittany.
I mean, Clay Roberts has said he is one of the top technicians around, and what better way to display it than in a 2-out-of-3 falls match? He can do anything and everything that he's capable of.
He said he wanted to be the best. He said he wanted to be world travel, and what better way than to defeat the undefeated Shaukat here in the reality of wrestling. returning here to the reality of wrestling after a 1-year absence. Went back to Malaysia, continued to expand his school, and now he has over 30 students, Brittany.
Yes, he said he was inspired by reality of wrestling and by Booker T himself, and took the teachings he learned here at Rowe and brought them all the way back, and is now showcasing them to the new future of pro wrestling.
That's great and all. I love that he has a school. I love that it's prosperous. Right now, it's completely irrelevant. Shaukat is here at the reality of wrestling. This is not Malaysia, and he's going up against the best technician in Texas, Clay Roberts, not just in any kind of match, 2 out of 3 falls. You have to think about the stamina that it takes to go not 1 fall, not 2, but you can potentially go 3 separate matches at one time. Shaukat could be a great teacher, but does he have the gas tank against somebody like Clay Roberts, who is extra motivated after making his return to reality of wrestling from injury? Think about this with Clay Roberts. He came back, he took on Johnny Lyons in a losing effort. Then he enters number one at the Last Stand Rumble. Lasts longer than any man, 30-plus minutes, but still not able to get the job done. Not only has Clay displayed that he has a gas tank, but he is motivated more than ever to get a victory.
Well, let me flip the script there for you a little bit, Brett. These two have been out for a year at reality wrestling, but Clay Roberts was out with an injury. Shaukat was out working around the world. He has still been in ring, so he is nice and well-oiled for this event.
I understand what you're saying, and Shaukat looks to be in tremendous shape. But let's also think about this. Do you know what the time difference is between Malaysia and Houston? It's 13 hours. Think about the jet lag that comes into play. This is why you see athletes, especially in MMA or boxing, they'll show up to an event weeks in advance, sometimes do their whole training camp in the city in which they're going to fight to get acclimated to the temperature, the weather, the conditions, and make sure that their sleep schedule's on track. I think that that's going to be a major factor in this match tonight.
And you talked about the stamina. I think that definitely plays a factor into the stamina, because correct me if I'm wrong, but I think Shaukat actually just came into Houston a day ago. That's not enough time to prepare, especially after a 13-hour time difference. And Clay Roberts just came off of the Last Stand, as you said.
And you also have to think about strategy here, because you know you have that potential to have 3 matches at one time. You have to make sure that you pace yourself. Yes, you want to get a quick win. You want to get that win as quick as possible, but you have to go as fast as you can, but as slow as you must.
And I mean, talking about Clay Roberts, went so long in the Last Stand Rumble, he might be prepped and ready for this, but Shaukat coming off of a 40-hour flight, he might be ready to sit there and wait it out like you do on that plane.
Well, you know what? I hope Shaukat was in business first and was able to get some Z's on the way over here, as Clay Roberts has been all over Shaukat in the early goings.
He is just doing a tremendous job of keeping him down, and there might be that jet lag that is playing a factor here in this matchup so far, as Clay Roberts gets back into vertical base. And look at this here, Shaukat, we know those strikes. We saw him just take out Tommy Bolton with 1 forearm shot just a year ago, with that prophecy fulfilled, and maybe that is exactly what he's bringing here once again.
Clay Roberts there took a second, and now right back into position. The smoothness of Clay Roberts never ceases to amaze me, but look at that. A strike from Shaukat almost sent him all the way out of the ring.
Yes, but look, Clay Roberts using the ring to his advantage, sliding over to the other side.
Talk about that smoothness, Brad. Let's not forget that tonight's main event is still to come. In that television championship match, we're going to see Erik, the smoothest, defend that championship against a lot of competitors. Into the cover here from Clay.
2, and a kick out.
And you saw Clay Roberts hesitate a little bit, trying to think of what he was going to do. Was he going to go for a cover there, or was he going to continue to devastate Shaukat here in the ring?
Oh, look at that, and a devastating chop to the chest from Clay Roberts, and a return fire from Shaukat. Shaukat hasn't shown a lot yet in the offensive side of his arsenal in the early goings of this match. You have to think giving himself and kind of trying to pace himself in order to have a fury, use that Muhammad Ali rope-a-dope strategy and let Clay Roberts tire himself out.
It very well could be a strategy, as you mentioned.
Clay Roberts having fallen out of the ring.
Well, right now, Shaukat, this is actually a brilliant strategy from him. He saw that Clay Roberts took a nasty fall to the outside, and if the referee counts to 10, he can get a fall victory this way.
And the win is a win here so far, and especially in a 2 out of 3 falls matchup. Up to a count of 6. Referee JT Stevens could count out Clay Roberts.
This gives Shaukat time to rest, relax, and prepare. But look at this, Clay Roberts coming in.
He ran right into it. Prophecy
right
fulfilled.
1, 2, 3.
That's the first fall.
Shaukat gets the first fall. What an error in strategy from Clay Roberts, who typically is so cerebral in his approach to his professional wrestling. He came in after taking a nasty fall to the outside, did not give himself a second to recover, and immediately walked into a crushing strike from Shaukat.
You can see here, referee checking on him, making sure that he is fit to continue.
Well, the next fall will commence once Clay Roberts has made it to a vertical base, but if he is not able to answer here in a reasonable amount of time, Shaukat might win here back-to-back falls.
Reaching for the referee to help the referee pull him up.
Clay Roberts signaling to the referee that he can still go. Clay.
He may think that he can go, but I don't think that that's the case right now. He is just crumbling.
Clay Roberts is motionless. He is a man defeated.
Another cover. This is going to be a 203. Oh.
Looked like that could be all. Clay Roberts is in a bad way here, Brittany.
Well, it's one of those things when he fell out of the ring, don't quite know what he hit, and it threw him for a loop. And as you said, he might be very well of a cerebral tactics here, but now his head is all shooken up and foggy. He doesn't quite know what to do now with Shaukat.
Well, Clay Roberts somehow is still fighting back here, as it looks like he could just be reading on empty as he ran right into that spine buster. And Shaukat, right now, is just showing the world what he's about. This is why he's world traveled, and this is why he teaches the best of the best in Malaysia.
Oh, look at that, a huge knee going for an immediate cover. 1, 2, and Clay Roberts kicking out again. At this point, you see the pain on the face of Clay Roberts, who has already battled back from injury. Could he have potentially re-aggravated that injury here in this match?
It's very possible. We saw him take that fall just a few minutes ago from, I think, the top rope, if I'm not mistaken, and he hasn't been the same since. He was right here in front of us for what seemed like 20, maybe 30 seconds.
Yes, but look at this. Looking to find a comeback story here, but no, slapped again by Shaukat.
Sometimes it is okay to, wait a minute, hold on there. Clay Roberts sidestep as Shaukat drops down to his knees. You see this where where the body and the mind are not in communication with each other. It seems like the heart wants to continue for Clay Roberts, but his body is not allowing him to exert its full efforts here.
Well, luckily his body is countering that weight there and fighting off Shaukat.
Oh, look at that. Look at that.
Right now,
Clay Roberts is fired up.
The fire is coming back to Clay Roberts, and he may have finally shaken off whatever it was that was, or maybe Brad, just maybe, this is just adrenaline right now.
He knows that he has not come this far just to come this far with a super kick that knocks Shaukat to the outside, and the first amount of daylight that we have seen for Clay Roberts in this entire match almost.
However, this isn't false count anywhere, but if he can keep Shaukat out of the ring, he may be able to capitalize on this, but he's got to get Shaukat back in. What?
It doesn't look like Clay is interested in a count out. Looks like he wants to go ahead and put his full efforts to Shaukat. Oh, wait a minute.
Now Shaukat, look at this. He's hanging him up. Oh my God. The fatal prediction to the outside. And that is how he beat Vega a year ago.
That's all well and good, Kirby, but now they're both outside. Do I need to tell you the rules again? They cannot pin outside the ring. If they both get counted out.
If they both get counted out, that's 2 falls, which means Shaukat wins.
That would be a count, yes, for Shaukat. I mean, I would feel like how the official rule book would recognize it. I think we might have a constitutional crisis, actually, if that were to occur. Right now, Clay Roberts gets in, so does Shaukat at a count of 6. Shaukat, I believe, should have just gone right for something there. He should have tried to pin him, but maybe his gas tank is nearing that E.
Shaukat connects with a shot, but Clay Roberts fires back, and look at this. Combination punches, chops, kicks, it doesn't matter. Clay Roberts is throwing it all. Oh! And lest we forget, ladies and gentlemen, this is still just the second fall of this matchup. If Shaukat manages to get one more, he wins the matchup. If Clay Roberts gets one himself, it is a 1-1 tie, and we go to our final fall.
Oh, look at this. Clay Roberts is alive and well again.
Oh! He was gonna go for a clothesline, but Shaukat just got to the punch a lot quicker with that right hand. Now Clay Roberts clears the ropes, goes to the outside.
Oh my.
Oh, now Shaukat saw what he was doing, and he caught him with an uppercut in the corner.
Well, this could be the moment that Shaukat has waited for, to put Clay Roberts away. Clay Roberts is in a precarious position there on the top rope as Shaukat is looking to make a statement, looking to submit a victory here tonight to continue, his undefeated ways here at Reality of Wrestling. Both men come tumbling down. Can Shaukat capitalize?
Oh,
Yes. 1, 2, 3. That is Clay Roberts.
A true technician, finding any which way to get that cover.
And you heard the referee, JT Stevens, there tell the ring announcers that is fall 2, only one more to go. And right now it is 1-1 between Shaukat and Clay Roberts. Who is going to walk away the victor?
Woo!
Clay Roberts with some choice language for Shaukat as these two prepare for the third and final fall of this match. The next man to score a pinfall, victory, countout, or disqualification will win this contest.
And look at these two exchanging blows in the center of the ring here at the Walker, Texas Lawyer Arena. And as much as it means for Shaukat to compete here for Reality of Wrestling, just imagine how much more it means for Clay Roberts to finally get a victory after returning from injury for the first time.
Look at that.
Oh my goodness, and getting a victory, but...
Oh, series to significant strikes to the side of the dome from Clay Roberts.
That's gotta be all.
That's gotta be all. Cover 1, 2, and that is it. No, 2.5.
Brad over here counting your chickens before they hatch, sir.
Well, you know what? I thought that was going to be all after the battle that we've seen between Clay Roberts and Shaukat.
And we know Clay Roberts has a lot to prove, but Shaukat does as well. I mean, all of his students are looking on. What are they going to think if he loses to Clay Roberts here tonight?
You know what? Sometimes you will see a leader fail, and sometimes you can learn a lot from a loss. But right now, 1, 2, Clay Roberts.
Oh
gosh,
the roundhouse kick.
That's it.
This is gonna do it.
2, and no.
What?
2 3/4.
That just goes to show the amount of fight that Shaukat has within him, as he's brought all of Malaysia to back him up in this matchup.
Extremely impressive with that count, or with that kick out there, is that roundhouse landed right in the face of Shaukat, leaving him extremely dazed and confused, as you can see, but Clay Roberts already getting up. This could be it. This could be Clay Roberts' time to shine.
Clay Roberts trying to get energy from a capacity crowd here at the Walker, Texas Lawyer Arena. Measuring him up for another roundhouse kick, but misses. Up on his shoulders is Shaukat.
Oh!
Rolls through
for a schoolboy, now looking for that cloverleaf. He's looking for a cloverleaf. Can't turn it over.
He's got the hands locked.
Can he turn it over? Oh wait, into an inside cradle. Nope, rolls through. Oh my gosh, cover. Doesn't go for the cover immediately. Now going for it. 1, 2, 3. That is all.
Here's your winner, Shaukat!
Shaukat with the victory in impressive fashion there against Clay Roberts.
Clay Roberts continues to be unable to capture a victory here first against Johnny Lyons, then losing the last stand, and now Shaukat. Do you think maybe, just maybe, Brittany, that he came back too soon from injury?
Oh, all this negativity and all this. We need to get some sage up in here and cleanse this out, because you saw that Shaukat is worse for wear now that he's been in the ring with Clay Roberts. I take this as a slight win for Clay Roberts, leaving some damage in Shaukat.
Well, sometimes you have to lose all you have to find out who you truly are. Will the soul searching begin for Clay Roberts as he loses yet again since making his comeback to the reality of wrestling? We want to give a congratulations to Shaukat for making the trip from Malaysia and having a hell of a battle inside the ring with the best technician in Texas. Still to come in our main event.
Tonight we're going to see the Fatal 4-Way Television Championship match as Erik Lockhart defends in a Fatal 4-Way.
Welcome back, Reality of Wrestling. This is Carolina Teague, the Mic Slayer, joined by Chandler Hopkins. Chandler, you're coming off the Last Stand Rumble. What's next for you?
Well, the Rumble didn't turn out so well for me, but I still have high hopes. Here at Reality of Wrestling, there's some things I want to accomplish. And when you talk about Texas wrestling, there's one person you better not leave out of the fold, and that's the young gun Chandler Hopkins. I have a goal. Here at Reality of Wrestling, it's championship gold. So, if you have a championship here at Reality of Wrestling, just be warned, I'm coming for it. Shots fired. Pew pew, baby.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from Austin, Texas, LadyBird,
LadyBird Monica Monroe has been impressive in her reality of wrestling career. We've seen her tag against NXT's Women's Champion, Roxanne Perez, in that match with Mia Friday as well and Rochelle Chanel, number 5. And tonight, she has another match against a former reality of wrestling Diamonds champion. The chosen one, Promise Braxton, here in the Walker, Texas Lawyer Arena. Her and Gigi Ray went to a no contest for the Reality Wrestling Diamonds Championship, which led to that title being held up. Promise Braxton then made her pilgrimage to Japan, where she toured for several months before coming back here. Now to set the stakes, Promise Braxton, Gigi Ray, there's a challenge in front of them from the interim Diamonds Champion.
Now I'm going to throw you a fun fact out there, Brad. This is episode 300 a few years ago was the main event. This woman right here, Promise Braxton, defended against a returning AQA in a Diamonds Championship match. That just goes to show how long Promise Braxton has been doing this at this level. And she just came back from Japan, so you know she's only going to get better.
This level, but a whole new level is, look at this. Returning the cartwheels from the very gymnastic LadyBird Monica Monroe.
Well, here's the thing. Oh, wow. There's another impressive maneuver there. But here's the thing. Mia Friday laid the challenge down to Promise Braxton and Gigi Ray. Whichever one of you get more wins between now and the Summer of Champions, great agility there from Promise Braxton, you will now get a shot at the undisputed Diamonds Championship at the Summer of Champions.
Yes, and I actually was talking to Promise Braxton in the back, and she was talking about how she is just focused one match at a time. If she can continue to get one up off GG Ray, she'll be able to clinch that championship.
Look at that.
Whoa!
LadyBird Monica Monroe showing off her athleticism.
But was that too much showmanship, Kirby?
It was just more, look what I can do, so I can go ahead, you know, I can beat you at your own game.
Kirby, that was exactly showmanship there. That was her showcasing that she can do better than Promise Braxton physically and mentally in this ring.
Look at that, she's showing off with that right there. What would it mean for Promise Braxton to lose this matchup after coming back from Japan and getting a loss, trying to get her way into the Diamonds Championship match?
I mean, it would be very terrible for her. It would knock down her momentum. She is the chosen one with a veteran maneuver right here, going to the outside of the ring, allowing time to collect herself, staying away from LadyBird Monica Monroe, who the momentum is shifted into her favor. And look at that.
Promise definitely had learned a thing or two over in Japan. Oh my!
Oh, look at that. Utilizing that ring, the side of the ring apron area, to her advantage.
And doing something you see a lot in Japan, manipulating
Cover.
those
1,
joints.
2.
Working on the legs, trying to make it so that LadyBird Monica Monroe can't be doing those back handsprings like she used to.
Right now, Promise Braxton trying to continue the pressure. Oh my God.
That might be all there. Cover. 1, 2. Oh my gosh, LadyBird Monica Monroe. Right on top of the dome piece there, Kirby.
I'm gonna have to get a replay of that because I thought it was gonna be a back suplex, but instead she got folded in half.
Continuously being folded in half now as the shoulder is driven deep into LadyBird.
Well, Monica Monroe has shown a lot of courage since she's made her debut in the reality of wrestling.
Come on, Promise! Not Promise. Oh, she just hung her up to dry there on the top rope.
Oh my!
Wow, the chosen one put the foot to the grill. Cover. 1, 2, and no.
Maybe her showing off here to the reality of Wrestling Nation may have cost her, as she could have gone for the pinfall there and gotten a victory.
Do you think, Brittany Houtland, that this stipulation, if you will, of whoever has the most wins from now between Summer of Champions is adding unneeded pressure to Promise Braxton in every contest that she finds herself in?
I feel like Promise Braxton's pressure has always been
Cover. 1, 2, and a kick out at 2.5.
2-11. I mean, she is the chosen one, handpicked by Booker T himself. The pressure is always on, and she's handled it time and time again.
I think she's going to have to continue to this rise right now. As look as now, LadyBird Monroe. Oh, I think she was thinking something different. It's Promise Braxton.
Monica
now.
Monroe. Suplex. Promise calling it. Cover. 1, 2, and no, not enough to knock down Monica Monroe.
And look, Brad, I don't want to put anything against Monica Monroe, but since Promise Braxton has come back from Japan, I have gained a brand new respect for her inside this very ring.
Why didn't you respect her before?
I mean, I did, well.
Wait a minute, hold on. Promise, full Nelson. Full Nelson. Does she have her fingers locked in? Does she have the fingers locked in behind the head of LadyBird? It looks like she does.
LadyBird trying to break free though. Oh, trying to go with those back elbows, and I think she finally managed to do so. As both women fighting for position, and now we're gonna see, looks like an abdominal stretch here from Promise.
And that is cinched in.
Oh no, and knuckles
she's digging the knuckles into the rib cage. That's gonna obstruct your breathing. Anybody who's ever had fractured ribs before will tell you, breathing is incredibly difficult and painful.
Look at that. Monica Monroe trying to fight out any way necessary, get some distance between her and Promise Braxton.
These two are just exchanging shots in the center of the ring.
There's been a fight.
Oh!
LadyBird with that bicycle kick to the hand of Promise Braxton, now trying to find her opening. We talked about what a loss would mean for Promise. What would a win mean for LadyBird as the momentum shifts in her favor?
It would definitely move her up the rankings. Maybe she could slot herself in Promise's shoes and try and challenge for the Diamonds Division Championship at the Summer of Champions.
Oh, geez, right on the back of the neck of Promise Braxton. Cover 1, 2, LadyBird almost had it, and a kick out at the last second. The chosen one living up to her given name.
And we're talking about these two as if they're going for the championship right now. We've got to think about the fact that we also have Gigi Ray and Mia Friday to throw into the championship factor here.
Speaking of championships, episode 400 of Reality of Wrestling will be main evented by Matty Ice, the brand new Reality of Wrestling champion, taking on NXT's Javier Bernal. Big body Javi has a big risky maneuver. The Lion Salt misses. Promise Braxton was able to get the legs up at the last second, and can she find the opening that she needed? Sit down powerbomb, cover. 1, 2, 3.
The chosen one, Promise Braxton!
And with that, Promise Braxton picks up her first victory on her road to challenging for the Diamonds Championship at Summer of Champions. Now the question is, will Gigi Ray be able to do the same next week?
Gigi Ray now has that pressure on her to tie up with Promise Braxton. An impressive victory in her first match back in several months at the Walker Texas Lawyer Arena.
Houston, Texas. For 4 decades, Walker Texas Lawyer has represented the beautiful people of this beautiful city. But we know in this city, an accident can happen at any moment. Don't go against the insurance companies alone. They have their lawyers. You should have yours. If you've been injured in an accident, call Walker Texas Lawyer today and put 4 decades of experience on your side. Visit WalkerTexasLawyer.com today.
The following contest is a fatal 4-way match for the Reality of Wrestling Television Championship. Introducing first, from New Richmond, Wisconsin, by way of Orlando, Florida, he's your reigning, defending Reality Wrestling Television Champion, Erik Lockhart, the Smoothest.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are gearing up for our main event here tonight as we are joined by the one and only Chandler Hopkins. Chandler, welcome to the commentary booth.
Thank you for having me, Kirby. Brittany, it's always nice to see you.
So excited for you to have you here, Chandler, giving your words of wisdom on a match like this. Our television champion, the very smooth Erik Lockhart.
He is now flanked by Cinema. We saw him just a few weeks ago win that championship back. But Chandler, I've got to ask, just a few weeks ago we saw you in The Last Stand. Before then we saw you challenge Will All Day for the Reality Wrestling Championship. What brings you out here for this television championship match?
Kirby, I believe that I am one of the best wrestlers in Texas, and I feel like I should prove that. I feel like Reality Wrestling is where I should be at to prove that, and I'm going to make a statement here. This has a lot of great competitors coming out, and I feel like this is the match to watch. That television championship will look great around my waist, so I'm here to see what our boy Lockhart can do.
Well, no better place than right here at the commentary table. This is absolutely the best seat in the house here at the Walker Texas Lawyer Arena.
Erik Lockhart is in this fatal 4-way here against 3 other phenomenal competitors, one of them being Eli Knight, Brittany.
Yeah, and Eli Knight, a high flyer, says flies like no other. However, I mean, we're sitting right next to another high flyer. I see you smiling over here, Chandler.
Hey, yes, thank you for the praise, but this kid is incredible. I literally have seen him almost touch the roof whenever he does his moonsault. It's crazy how good this kid is.
He almost touched the roof here, but actually you've seen him go through the roof at several other places through social media.
He's got some hops on that.
He does, and as Kirby, you've stated before, this is the man that you put your money on when it comes to taking this television championship. Someone who's never held singles gold before.
Erik Lockhart finally was able to do it last year, and we know that 2 other competitors here have been former television champions. Eli Knight, however, never. I think that this is the man to watch here tonight.
Well, speaking of somebody who thinks he's the man.
Santa Monica, California. He's good at being mad. Cam Cole.
Cam Cole shockingly returned at the last stand after not having seen him for almost a year. A former Reality of Wrestling champion, former TV champion, former Texas championship. Literally every championship we've had here at Reality of Wrestling, Cam Cole has had his name on, Chandler.
You know, I've been in the ring with Cam Cole at other places, and I know what he brings to the table. He is one tough competitor, and there is a reason he is in this match. So keep your eye on Cam. He may be the guy that's next up and takes it at the end.
And speaking eyes on the prize.
I see you.
Let's go! And their opponent from Stone Island. He is the Stone Titan, Edge Stone.
Now the biggest threat in this matchup, I wholeheartedly believe, aside from Edge Stone, is possibly Cinema, as we see her standing right here in front of us. Those two are going to be the ones that we're going to have to watch. Stone as a competitor, Cinema as possibly somebody that could cost somebody this matchup, Brittany.
Hold on, back it up, Kirby. I'm gonna rewind the tape here. We're gonna replay. Didn't you just say Eli Knight was your boy?
Yes, I didn't say that. I didn't say anything against that.
And now we're all about Edge Stone.
I said we're gonna have to watch Edge Stone, but Eli Knight is still my man to win this matchup.
Okay, I'm just making sure we're not being all flip-floppy over here with our decisions, okay?
We have a lot of great competitors inside the ring right now, gentlemen. If you've never watched the Fatal 4-Way matchup, there are no disqualifications, there are no countouts. It is one fall to a finish, and the championship advantage is completely thrown out the window. Oh my God. As a competitor, how does your strategy change from a singles match to a Fatal 4-Way?
Definitely have more bodies.
Oh!
Whoa,
He just hit a person with another person.
That's that feat of strength I was just telling you about. How can you bet against a man that looks like this?
And I'm going to tell you right now, this is definitely personal. Edge Stone is out for blood. If you would recall,
cover here to win the championship, but no.
Edge Stone was slammed over and over again into the steel steps by Erik Lockhart on several occasions, thus leading to Edge's untimely losing streak. So he's out for blood when it comes to Erik Lockhart.
Now we talked about Cam Cole being a former Reality Wrestling champion, so is Edge Stone, as he just gets eliminated here from this matchup thus far, as now we're seeing Cam Cole and Eli Knight in the center of the ring.
So good. That's what Cam Cole brings to the table too, is the mind. He is very good at playing mind games with you in that ring.
Now, Chandler, I have to ask, when it comes to a four-way like this, do you try to end it quickly? Do you try to wait them out? Like, what actually goes through your head when you're trying to win a championship?
The quicker the better, right? More bodies in there, you don't want to get hit near as much, and it's bound to happen. But if it comes down to it, you definitely have to wait it out. Let some of these guys exhaust themselves. Let them wear themselves out a little bit. Pick your moments. Just don't let anyone else get that pinfall.
And look at that, Cam Cole able to take down Eli so far with that kick, and now that elbow drop across the chest into the cover to become a TV champion again, but no. This is our main event here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. One of these four men is going to walk out as TV champion, as it looks like Erik Lockhart tried to be the one to create a distraction there for himself, but not able to do so, as Cam and Eli continue to just trade shots here.
Well, I don't know after a punch like that if Erik Lockhart's going to be pretty for TV anymore, but Cam Cole, look at that!
And that's going to do it. Cam Cole is about to be the TV champion, but no. Now, Chandler, you said it yourself. You've had wars with Cameron Cole. What truly makes him a dangerous competitor?
You never know what he's thinking. That's easy. This man, literally, his brain does not stop moving, and he will do what it takes to win a match. If he has it in his brain, he thinks it. Just like Lockhart right there, taking an opportunity. Cam Cole has those same qualities.
I was going to say, you were talking about Cam Cole doing that, but that kind of painted the picture to me. Like Lockhart, as right now the champion is taking it to Eli.
Eli is flat out on the apron. Edgestone in the corner. What can Erik Lockhart do? Look at that. Smooth like butter.
Erik Lockhart. Oh, look at that. He tried to go against Edgestone, but Edgestone somehow got caught. And here comes the champion, Erik Lockhart, with the knee drop.
One way to take out the mountain.
And a butterfly position here. One arm under, one arm over. Oh, into the suplex.
Now, I can't. I have taken away sometimes from Lockhart's tactics, but from his athleticism and his skills, nay. Because this is a true championship mindset here. He's taken out the two largest competitors in the game and is now in there with Eli Knight.
And he's doing a fantastic job of keeping him down, as Erik Lockhart is letting the people know that he is the smoothest champion and the smoothest competitor here in this matchup.
And we right now in front of our commentary table, Cam Cole, Edgestone, both laid out, barely moving. Will Eli Knight have the same fate?
And this is the prime position that the champion wants to be in, having eliminated two competitors, as you mentioned, Brittany. This is the kind of strategy that you've got to bring to a fatal four-way. Always have eyes at the back of your head. You never know what's coming, like that clothesline.
That kid is good.
Now, Chandler, would you, one-on-one, Eli Knight, how would you feel about that?
I would welcome that match. I would love to see what the two of us can do. You know, he's a young kid that's on the upcoming, and he's doing some amazing stuff to Lockhart at the moment, as we can see. Look at this kid. He looks amazing. Yeah. Rip it off, brother. Let's go.
It looks like he's calling for the Superman press, and we have seen him win match after match with this. Erik Lockhart is in the drop zone, and this is going to be a dangerous spot here.
You saw him taking a little bit more time. He's a little more worse for wear, and look at that!
Cinema just pulled out the champion, paying dividends, as now Eli seems to have changed his target, as now he is going with a swanton to the outside!
Wow, that kid can fly.
And still, look at that, Eli up on his feet!
Now Erik Lockhart, out of nowhere. Erik Lockhart just took a shot here at Chandler Hopkins.
I'm sorry, Chandler. I'm sorry.
It's expected. Champion's mentality.
I don't know what that was about, Chandler, but I mean, hey, you said it. Let's look at this. Eli Knight now starting to fight back against Erik Lockhart.
And now, we were talking about this being a fatal four-way, but honestly, there's 5 people in this match as we saw Cinema get involved. What do you do with somebody like that, Chandler?
You gotta keep enter always know where they're at. Once you lose track of them, that is when they'll strike.
Speaking of striking, Cam Cole back in the ring.
He's got him up in the fireman's position. Seems to have completely just eliminated Lockhart from the equation, as now here comes Edgestone into the back suplex. The Stone Titan is fired up.
Look at the traps on that man.
He ran right into that super kick though, Chandler.
They do not feel good, I promise you.
Oh no.
Try to go for another facebuster there, but Edgestone now with a headbutt into the corner. Completely clears Erik Lockhart. And now, that's going to do it. But Lockhart able to roll away. Now Cam Cole from the top rope. Everybody is getting taken out in this matchup.
And the only one outside the ring, Eli Knight. Not close enough to capitalize at the moment on anyone.
Edgestone looks like he's out, guys. He's hurting. Come on, Edge.
And speaking of Eli Knight, look at it! Drop kick. Brings back up to his feet. And now Eli Knight is looking to become the new television champion. It could be just moments away. For the first time in his career, he could be capturing singles gold.
Look at this. Oh, watch out. Watch out.
This guy is incredible.
The height on that moonsault.
But he's got to keep involved. Look at that, almost taking out our cameraman. We got to get some like liability here for our camera crew. Oh!
Ran right into that kick that Cameron Cole and Eli grabs a hold into the German suplex. We've seen him pull that off before, but it never stops being any less impressive.
Oh, we've said Eli Knight is made for TV, but being a television champion, that would cinch it right there. What could this do for him, Kirby?
It would completely skyrocket. As I mentioned earlier, he's never won singles gold. This would be his first, and it would be the television championship, one of the most coveted prizes.
So crazy.
Superman press connects.
That's it.
Into the cover to finally achieve it, but hold on a second, Lockhart pulls him away. Into the cover, what?
Of course.
Erik Lockhart stole it.
Here's your winner, and still Reality Wrestling Television Champion, Erik Lockhart.
Deserved that win right there.
Erik Lockhart just stole another win here, but the fact of the matter is that Erik Lockhart is still the television champion. As ladies and gentlemen, next week we bring you episode 400 of Reality of Wrestling. But until then, we shall see you next time.